Honorable Regional Minister, the board member and chief executive and staff of probably the greatest paper Ghana has had so far. I didn't say the Gold Coast, I said Ghana has had so far. The Daily Graphic. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. This is a very special day for me. For one, I never thought that I'll be sitting so close to Lady Ajua Ferry, Yeboah. In fact, her book is on my table. And I was reading it. I didn't know that I'll be coming to see her, and I had to borrow it from somebody. But Daily Graphic has produced quite distinguished writers. Elizabeth Ohene. I tend to read the articles from time to time. Very forthright, and these people are very candid and forthright. Cameron Dodo is still writing, you know, and his book, Gap Boys, which I read when I was in secondary school, and so on and so forth. But today we are here for another matter. And you all know that, what do I say, was it published in the Graphic? Once it's published in the Graphic, then it's like the English saying, was it put in the Times? Then you know that there is something unique about it. I was really wondering why they began with the maiden edition of whatever we're going to do is the Western region. I was wondering, I've been asking myself, why the Western region? Of course, it is because I'm from here. That's why they started the Western region. But putting jokes aside, this region deserves more than any other region in Ghana that something like this should start from here. This region gave Ghana to you. Without this region, we would never have had Ghana. And the contribution the region makes, as he was saying, is so significant in the Ghanaian economy that there is, what should I say? One way or the other, sometimes you feel sad that people say, oh, not enough is coming to the West. So even though the Deputy Regional Minister was saying that the best is the Western region, the beauty too is that people are also saying that the best must also come to the Western region. You know, and so on. But it's all calling for attention. But then the only way to get things out there is also to highlight your potential. In fact, I was amazed and happy that the real Ghanaian bank, and the real Ghanaian bank, you can quote me anywhere, I'll defend it anywhere in any place, is Ghana Commercial Bank. It was established in the interest of this country. Any other bank is just by itself. Ghana Commercial Bank is the bank that brings money into this country and keeps the money in this country. Simple. But everything you need to look at what is there, and what is there is about the potential. All of us, one way or the other, especially at the age that I'm in, we get worried about the country and the youth and what they will do. The country, we are gone. Lady Afari is gone. Regional Minister, Deputy Regional is still young. But we are gone. But we are worried about the youth because the youth is our future. What they do is our future. But what do they know? And what they know would come from putting the spotlight in our space. What do we have? Some of us have been saying, oh, the Western region has the biggest tourist potential in the whole of the country. People wonder. You know, in fact, after Cape Coast, these days we are working it in such a way that when people travel down, they fly, because the road is slow now. So they'll fly to Takoradi and then go to Cape Coast from here and then go to other places. We're working on all these kind of things quietly. But you need to know the potential here. The beaches, they're incomparable. You remember that during Nkrumah's time, when he wanted a holiday, you go to Afasini. He did not go out of the country. You go to Afasini. Because your holiday must be here. You know? And so on. We talk about gold, where the Deputy Regional Minister comes from. The gold there. We've taken gold from what? From our ancestors' time out to today. And the gold doesn't want to get finished. But we must use it for our own thing. And without highlighting some of these things, you won't know. We have the Ankasa forest. And most importantly, as he was talking about, we have the culture. So once you know what you have, then you look at the potential for the future. And that is when others can come in. So this thing is so important. Even the direction of our education must be with regard to the potential. One of the strengths that the region has had over time is its cosmopolitanism. This is the region that various people have come from diverse parts of Africa. And when you ask them, oh, I'm from the Western region, I'm from the, and they say it passionately. And yet when you trace their roots, they come from not just other parts of Ghana, they come from other parts of, especially West Africa. If we build on this, these are all building blocks. Development means human beings. You don't develop in space. Development is a matter of the mind. But for the mind to use and build, it needs to know its potential. And I really must thank Graphic that it started with us. It may make a mistake here or there, just like every human entity must make a mistake here or there. But you learn from it and build on it. Since they said they will be coming back, all of us will be involved and even make sure that it becomes better than what the pullout we are going to have today. I haven't seen the pullout yet, but I hope that it brought back the railways, it brought back the idea of creating a university aligned to the railways and all that. Where these are things we've been dreaming about. And they're coming. You know? So for me, being here is not really because they invited me to chair. So I feel highly honored to be here. And I'm very humbled also to be asked to chair. And I take the chair. Thank you.